Hey guys, Sarah Johnson here with another transformational video on stepping out of your comfort zone. So, our comfort zone is that place or situation that keeps us safe, that keeps us at ease. And there's no stress, no anxiety, no turbulence when we're operating from our comfort zone. And it is that place that where most of us, me included, that we spend a lot of time. We create this cozy nest there because we embrace the things that we're most comfortable with. We don't step outside and venture out and try new foods. We don't step outside and ask that person on a date. We don't ask for a raise at our job when we know that we deserve one. We stay confined in our small communities, in our small city, in our small state, in our small country. We don't venture out and learn about people that are from different places. Or we don't visit new places because we want to stay safe. And that comfort zone really offers the illusion that we're really staying safe. We feel that if we step across that line, we will be ridiculed, we will be rejected, we will feel miserable. And this is all fueled by fear. But what we fail to realize is that when we remain in our comfort zone, that's where misery resides. Because when we move outside of our comfort zone, there is a high possibility that we will be happy. We will be embracing new opportunities that can lead to happiness and joy. I remember about 2 weeks ago, I was in Germany on a business trip. And normally when I travel to Germany, which I do very often, more than I really like to, whenever I travel to Germany, after I have meetings all day with our team, I normally go back to my hotel. And most of the times, unless I'm with someone that I'm familiar with, maybe someone on our team or someone there in Germany that's a part of the company that I work for, for dinner, I normally stay in my room. I order room service, so I'll go down to the hotel lobby and pick up something and come back to the room. But a couple weeks ago, I decided to do something different. I was staying in a brand new hotel in a part of town that I wasn't familiar with, but there were restaurants all around. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go out and try a new restaurant, and I'm going to go and sit in the restaurant and eat by myself, something that I don't normally do. So when I got onto the restaurant, it was an Italian restaurant, very nice, cozy spot. And there's a patio on the outside, and I saw two guys out there eating. So I went in, and the servers, I asked to be seated outside, and he put me outside. So he brought my drink and took my order for my dinner. However, I was sitting out there for about 40 minutes, and he didn't deliver my dinner. So I was like, what's going on? So I went inside and I asked him, how much longer on my dinner? When I was inside, I realized that they were swamped. There were a lot of people inside. And what I found out later is that they were short on staff. But while I was talking to the owner of the restaurant, which she was working the floor, so that shows how busy they were, there was a couple that was sitting down, and the lady came over to me and was like, would you like to join us for dinner? And I was like, of course, I'll join you for dinner. I don't have anything else to do. It's not like I'm just going to be hanging out in Germany. Well, not that day, at least. I only go back to my hotel room and read or do whatever it is that I'm doing there. So I was like, of course. So I sat down and started having dinner. Well, when my dinner finally arrived, but I sat down and engaged in a lengthy conversation with the man was from Germany, the lady was from Greece, and I learned so much about the German culture and the Greek culture that I never learned before. And had I not ventured out that day and said, look, I'm going to have dinner by myself in a restaurant in a foreign country, I would have not been exposed to that opportunity. Needless to say, 3 hours later, I was still there talking and yapping. So it goes to show that, there's so much more that's outside of our comfort zone. Only if we take that opportunity to step outside. There's a wonderful quote by Neil Donald Walsh that says, life begins at the end of our comfort zone. And it is so true. There's so much more that is outside of that space that we're comfortable with. There's so much more. And the fact of the matter is, we feel as if though the comfort zone is keeping us safe. And in reality, it's not. Because if you're not growing, you're dying. And if you're staying in your comfort zone, you're not growing. Not at all. Growth happens when we push ourselves, when we get uncomfortable, when we approach that person that, even though we fear that they may reject us, when we try new foods that we haven't tried before, not knowing if it's going to be good or not. When we travel to new places and hang out and talk to the people and, get exposed to a different culture. So if we want change in our lives, it begins with us. So how do you know if you are operating from your comfort zone? Just look at the quality of your life. Are you miserable? Or do you feel that you're in a job that doesn't serve your higher calling? Chances are you're hanging out in your comfort zone. Are you always beating yourself up? Chances are you're hanging out in your comfort zone. So to change that, it starts with a decision that you have to make. So what is it going to be? Are you going to stay the same and, continue that same daily routine day in and day out? Or are you going to take that chance, take the risk, and see what happens, see how your life will unfold? And stepping outside of your comfort zone doesn't have to be you don't have to take major steps. You take something small, like what I did when I was in Germany, going to a restaurant and eating by myself. You don't know what may happen. Maybe that guy will approach you, lady, or maybe that girl may approach you, guys. You don't know what will happen. You have to take that first step. And it may be you take a different path to work than you're accustomed to. It may be you rearrange your work area. You can start very small, very, very small. So you decide. Leave a comment below in the comment box and let me know what is one thing that you commit to doing and to step outside of your comfort zone, to grow, to evolve, to become the best version of yourself. Leave a comment and you know the spill. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, do so now. Like this video if you think it's of value. Share it with someone else that, perhaps it can help someone else, one of your friends, your relatives, someone. Share it. But leave a comment and let me know what is one thing that you will do to step outside of your comfort zone. And as always, I thank you for your time. I thank you for taking the time to watch my video. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.